The third use of force tab is for recording subject information. The Subjects tab consists of the subject's drop-down list, the subject's data entry fields, the subject's grid, and the validation window. Users can enter use of force data for multiple subjects in each incident. In order for a person record to be available in the Use of Force Subjects tab, they must have a role of suspect or arrestee on the Case Contacts window. To add a subject, select the name from the drop-down list and then select the Add button. Once a subject has been selected, the following questions need to be answered. Question number 1. Did the officer approach the subject? Valid responses are yes or no. 2. Was the subject armed? Valid responses are yes or no. 3. Who is the threat directed at? Valid responses are officer, another party, or both the officer and others. 4. Is the subject gender non-binary? Valid answers are yes or no. 5. Was the subject affected by impairments to their mental or physical condition? And you need to select all that apply. To enter one or more impairments, select the blue hyperlink. Mark the relevant checkboxes: none, alcohol, drugs, or mental. Close the impairments window using the X in the upper right-hand corner. Edits can be made by selecting the hyperlink and changing the selected values. 6. Types of force used by law enforcement. Select all that apply. To enter one or more types of force, select the blue hyperlink. Mark the relevant checkboxes: baton, blunt object, canine, chemical, electronic, explosive, firearm, physical, projectile, or other. Close the Types of Force window using the X in the upper right-hand corner. Edits can be made by selecting the hyperlink and changing the selected values. 7. What types of resistance did the subject use? Select all that apply. To enter one or more resistance types, select the blue hyperlink. Mark the relevant checkboxes: none, barricade, bodily fluids, display weapon, escape/flee, firearm, non-compliance, other weapons, physical, throwing, resisted, verbal, or vehicle. Close the Types of Resistance window using the X in the upper right-hand corner. Edits can be made by selecting the hyperlink and changing the selected values. 8. Subject injury types. Select all that apply. Select a relevant injury type from the drop-down list and then select the Add button. Valid choices include none, death, gunshot, other serious injury, and unconsciousness. Repeat these steps for each relevant injury type. Once the subject information has been entered, make sure to save your changes. Repeat these steps for every subject that had force applied during the incident. Remember that the FBI is asking all of these questions relative to the subject in question. There may be different responses for each subject. Maybe one was shot and the other two were tased and lost consciousness. Take your time and ensure you are reporting everything correctly. A live validation is available at the bottom of each tab, notifying users of missing or incorrect data. This validation includes fields on the Subjects tab and the subject demographic information that should have been entered into Person Management prior to filling out the use of force details.